So how's it going, Ben, Adrian?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Liz Reese?
Did you get that mobile home sold?
Yes, actually. So everything's sold. I got one. I'm waiting for the buyer to sign on in Modesto. So yeah, that's my last one. Now I've got one that's not my listing that I have a buyer on in Escalon that we need some repairs on. So we're working on a request for repairs for that one. But yep, all the mobiles are sold at the moment.
Yeah, that's good. I have a loan person that does mobile home loans if you need a mobile home person.
Okay, great.
Mobile home loan person. Yeah. Do you know Celia? Dang it. Now I can't think of her last name. She's been a loan officer around. I'm sure you know her because I think she used to work at Fairway.
Okay.
Celia. I'm going to say, actually, I don't know. I don't even want to guess her last name. So, yeah, I'll connect you.
And we got Fabiola on it. We have Kay on. Great.
Kayla, yeah. So Kayla's my assistant,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Yeah, I asked her to
She's a
join.
captive audience. So okay.
She is, yes. I'm paying her to be here.
Oh, I thought I was getting paid. Sheesh.
Yeah. Hey, Katie.
Hi.
Katie. And Katie's my new loan officer, so she's really great too. Hey, Deborah. Glad you made it. I'm just letting people in. Oh, good, Jen. Oh my gosh, I thought that nobody was going to show up, so I'm glad that you guys. It's
I
not
thought you were
just me
paying us
and
to be
Kayla.
here.
Yeah, just me and Kayla on this call. Let's see here. Okay. How about you, Fabiola? Got any listings to share? You want to share in the group for a minute?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
no, I had two people cancel on the signing because we couldn't find anything to replace it with. Nothing that was under expectation. So I got two listing presentations last week and we were gonna sign this week and we went out to see and there was nothing that could fill their eyes. So
Yeah, shoot.
back to square one. I don't know if everybody is experiencing that or, at least some of that.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. I mean, Deborah and Jen, you might have a better idea, and Ben have a better idea of that.
Yeah, I have a couple that they've decided not to sell until the fall because they believe that there's going to be more inventory for them to select from. So I have had that. And then I do have one listing coming up in San Lorenzo.
Well, that's good. What's your San Lorenzo like? Are you allowed to share it yet? I don't know what the rules are.
Oh, no, it's 24 hours.
Okay.
Technically, you got to have a listing agreement signed and be on the MLS within 48 hours. Then you can, like our marketing meeting this morning. Those that aren't ready yet, we really can't do it because that's a MetroList rule. So we don't want to get in trouble with that one. But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But
Okay.
if we're kind of among friends, it's directed. But yeah, we don't want to
Right.
get our brokers in trouble though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we are live streaming on Facebook, so don't break any rules.
Oh, that's true.
How was the marketing meeting, Ben? You want to share with the other agents how they should come
We
to
did.
the
So we
marketing
had a
meeting?
great, so the Manteca group followed with the Tracy group we did a couple weeks ago. We had a title panel. It was great. We had First American, North American, Old Republic, Placer Title. I think it was it. We had four of them, and it was great. We talked about a lot of stuff that I thought I knew everything about title, but it was great talking about solar. How when you get a contract, especially if it's a lease, get it done right away. Get that in contract. If you have get the title information, the HOA information right away. If you have a HOA, because it takes a while to order those. Same with the leases on solar. It does take a while for those. So it was a great group. We had 37 in the house, which is amazing.
Oh, that's good.
But we're looking as far as in the Manteca, Lathrop. Let's see, we cover Manteca, Lathrop, Escalon, Ripon. All the sales have been over list price, right list. Nothing this last week was under list. Crazy. I think it was like 18 in Manteca, like 9 in Lathrop. There's a lot. Inventories continue to be low. So what we talked about is as far as buyers to get them off the fence is one of the lenders had said, hey, I give them a scenario of if you wait. Okay, so you spend, say you put $30,000 above list price. How does that equal out as far as how long does it take to get yourself equal? as far as what you put out, as far as what the house values. And you show them it's very, when you show somebody the value of buying a house now, and even if they have to overpay for a house, how in time, with the way the market is, it does catch up, and that you're not, 20 years down the road and you break even. It's actually pretty quick. So it's pretty cool to explain that to us. So that was great news to help our buyers, saying, gosh, you're not gonna get it under this price most of the time, and you have to go over. And if you go over, you let them decide, with the way the rates are now, because they're still low, even though they're higher than what we've seen in the past. They're still historically low. But yeah, there's a lot of good tools to help our buyers out, our sellers too, with getting them off the fence. I've got a Manteca one coming up pretty quick here in the Delaware where I live. We're getting the roof inspection done tomorrow. And then I've got one in Pleasanton that we're getting at the stage this week and be on the market next week. So yeah, a lot of good things out there with people. It just depends on my sellers. I find out what is they want. For me, I could sell my house and do great, but where am I going to move to? The next house is going to be, I can't afford it. So unless you go out of state, and be careful, I've had people move out of state and decide, ooh, I've been here 6 months. I don't like Texas. I don't like Wisconsin. Can't come back
That
now.
first hailstorm in Texas, you're like,
Yeah. So yeah.
where have I gone? Yeah. Okay. So speaking to your tool about the bidding over asking price, this is available for any of you. I have an actual tool where it's a report. So we put in the address, how much they're going to bid over, and then there's a chart that shows how soon they'll break even on that.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
like I
exactly.
just did one for I had some buyers that went 100,000 over asking, and of course the husband is like, oh, this is the worst. But I just showed him the tool. I put in all the information, and the break even is in 2 years.
Yeah.
And
Go
so
ahead.
it was like, if this is gonna work, if you're gonna be here for 2 years, or more, then this will make sense. And that calmed his nerves. So
Yeah.
I thought if anybody needs me to run that, I will totally run that for them. So
Great.
okay, we'll get started on this. So thank you everybody for joining. If you're happen to be on Facebook and you have a comment or a question, I will have to get back to you because I'm doing the best I can right now. So can you guys see, I have this, let me just look here. Sorry, thank you for putting up with my tech for a minute. Can you see my screen? No? It's not, I shared it, I thought.
Not
Okay,
yet.
hold on. Okay, hold on a second. All right, I didn't share my screen, that's why.
There you go. It's coming.
Okay, now you can see it. Okay, good. And I'm gonna do this. There, now we can see it?
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for joining. I know that, I know you all know me. I'm Liz Reese. I am a lender. I like to say that my value add for you guys as agents, along with having great rates and I can close things quickly, is that I want to also help you with your business and help make your business better and help you market better. If you guys have any questions or help, if you need help with this, if you need help with, your Instagram, I will help you with your reels, whatever you guys need. So that's what I hope to add to you guys, just in my value add to you as a partner. So please keep me in mind if you need help with anything like this, or just any pre-approvals or your buyers or whatever. I'm happy to take good care of them too. So, and please chime in whenever you're ready. I know this is going to be a little like I'm teaching a class, but if you have some value to add, I would love for us to all learn from each other too. So, so Google My Business for real estate. Do you guys have a Google account? Anybody? Let me see if I have a hard time viewing people.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Ben did, because Ben, you've been to this class before. Trying to see a speaker view. Okay, so I'll go over our agenda. So today we're going to talk about the what's and why of Google My Business, how to set up and optimize your account, talk about getting client reviews, getting found on Google search, and Google Insights. And so I'll share with some of the things that I'm doing too that I think's helped a little bit. Every little piece, I hope that there's just a nugget of information you can take from here. Let's see. Okay, so what exactly is Google My Business? Let's see, here's this person. Okay, it's a free business listing platform that allows you to display your business information on Google Search and Google Maps. Your business listing includes a description of your business, your contact information, client reviews, photos, and questions and content that you can post. You should set up a Google My Business listing so you show up when consumers use Google. It will help you get found and generate leads for your business. So that's what we all want, right? Like I had somebody who she called me out of the blue. It's funny, I think. I'll just speak from my own my own experience, but I had a woman reach out to me. She just Googled mortgage broker, and I came up, and she is in the middle of a divorce, and I have a designation in divorce mortgage guidance, and I was like, girl, someone is watching out for you. You know, I always say like God has a plan for you. Someone's watching out for you if you Googled and you came up with me, because I can help you very specifically with your, this situation. So we want to be found. It's like so reaffirming when we get found on Google, I think. All right. I think Ben, I think you're not muted. Yeah, Ben's not, you're not. If you want to mute yourself, Ben, that would help. Unless you're ready to chime in. You can chime in anytime. Okay, so Google My Business is all about reaching people in their local area. So basically, when you search for a business on Google, the Google My Business page shows up. You can see the mobile version on the left, and the computer version is on the right. So a Google My Business profile displays a business's name, address, phone number, website, reviews, and hours of operation. Your business might already have a listing in Google because Google is always finding and adding businesses to its directory. So a good way to do this is to just Google your name. I know if you work for a brokerage, it might pull up the brokerage, but you can create your own business, Google My Business account for yourself. Like Ben works for home buyers, I think, right, Ben? And he has his own Google My Business page. So let's talk about the benefits of having Google My Business profile. You need to make it as easy as possible for your potential clients to find you. Your goal is to connect with local home buyers and sellers. So those consumers are searching online. So having a Google My Business profile helps bridge that initial connection to people searching for a local real estate professional and then finding you. So we want people to be able to find you super easy. So the first benefit of having a Google My Business profile is that it exponentially increases your visibility in the search. So they may be able to Google your name, but and maybe find like your Instagram account or your Facebook. Excuse me, sorry, I had a call. But if you have a Google My Business profile, it's going to give you like make you that much more, like validate you so much more. So for example, like some people type in Elizabeth Yee with Realty One, and we'll see her show up at the top of the search with local business information. It adds credibility. That's my point, really. The second major advantage is that you may appear in Google Search and Google Maps when people in your local area search Google using keywords like real estate agent near me. Consumers are increasingly using Google Maps to find local professionals by searching directly in Google Maps. Like I'll go to Google Maps and like look for like pizza near me or something like that. When we're like, I think we were in South Lake Tahoe last time, and I wanted pizza, so I went to the maps to do the search. So I think it's just really common. So that near me is like the biggest search, the biggest way that people are searching, I guess. So real estate agent near me is like a very common search term. So we want to make it easy. That's what we're trying to do here. So we'll go through how to set up your account. There's some like technical things in here. I will put your, if you want a copy of all of my slides, just make a comment in the chat like that you want a copy, and I'll send you a copy so you can just, like flip through it on your own, on your own speed. So, but we'll go over it right now. So let's look at how to set up your account. To qualify, you must have either a physical location or travel to visit customers in the location that they are claiming. So you can use your home address if you want. I don't know, Ben. Did you use your home address or did you use your broker's?
I think I have both. I think I have, on this account, I think I have the brokerage, but then I also have an account with my home address for the Dole area.
Gotcha. Okay. For Google My Business accounts, Google wants to keep search results limited to local brands that consumers can physically visit. So, if needed, you can check Google's requirements. I don't think, and this may have changed because they change things all the time, but they need a physical address, but I don't know that it always has to be posted. So if you used your home address, I'm not sure that has to be posted. So I don't double check when you're doing your stuff. So you have to have a Gmail account. So if you've got a Gmail account, then you have a Google account. If you don't already have one, it's pretty simple to sign up. And I'm guessing that everybody has a Google account. So you'll just go to my business listing, go to google.com and click Manage Now. Once you've got that Google account. So next it's time.
Hey, Liz.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I was just gonna say real quick about the address. I learned this the hard way because Google like blocked me and it took me months to get it to get unblocked. But
Yeah.
you can put your home address and then there's a way for it not to be visible. But for me, I originally put in my brokerage address, but my brokerage had already claimed that address for their business
Oh.
page. And then that's what flagged Google and blocked me.
Oh my gosh.
So
But you did get
so you
it
just have to be
unblocked?
careful. If there's more. Finally, yeah, it's hard. You can't really talk to a person at Google. So it took me a while,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
but I finally figured it out. So you can put in your personal address, but then there's an option to have it not be displayed.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know because I know like as agents, or even myself, I work out of my home and my home is my office. So I'm like, oh, do I want my home address on Google? But
Exactly.
okay. Yeah, that's okay. So that's good. You confirm that. All right. So, okay. So now we're adding the business to your profile, to your Google account. So you can use the search function to see if Google already has record of your business, or just click the blue text at the bottom to add your business if it's not there. Follow the prompts and select yes to add a location. This is important to show up in the Google Maps section. So maybe if you're in Tracy, it's kind of going to just be like the city. So enter the general area that you serve local customers. You can always add this later. I think sometimes this is tricky because if you're a buyer's agent, you'll just go all over the place, right? For the most part. So that can get a little tricky, but you have a home base. So it does help people that are maybe, in Fresno looking. They're not going to call you to show them houses in Fresno. Okay, so from here, follow the prompts to add your business information, include your business contact, service locations, and category. A few numbers to keep in mind. There are over 3,000 Google My Business categories. You can only select one primary category. So you want to do this is what is like the most important in the Google algorithm. So the category for agents is going to be real estate consultant. So enter your contact information, including phone number, website. This is so people can use the click to call feature or click to visit your website when viewing your business on Google Maps. Again, it's about keeping it as simple as possible. Nobody wants to like go and type in a phone number. You're just like, whatever, I won't call them. At least that's me, and I feel like that's probably a lot of people. So then Google will need to verify your local business address, and they do so in most cases by mailing you a postcard with a validation code on it. I've had some people tell me that Google has sent them a text that they have like a link to click on, but I think for the most part, it's just a postcard that comes in the mail. The validation address needs to be a physical mailing address, not like a post office box. So even if you only go to the office once a month, put in a physical address if you can. If it's your home, obviously you're there. So once you've completed the process, you see the screen confirming a postcard is being mailed with your verification code. When you receive it, return to your Google business profile and then complete the verification process. Okay, so I think most of you probably have Google business things. So this is the helpful part. So let's look at how we can optimize your profile to help you get found in search. Sound good? Okay, so like other social accounts, you can add some personalization to your Google My Business profile. In fact, it's an important part of having a complete business profile. You can add your profile. You can add a photo, create a cover image for your Google My Business listing. Recently, Google added a new capability to allow businesses like a 30-second video. I don't know if any of you have bio videos, but I'm working with this agent in Sacramento, and I'll have to send it to you. Like, put that in the chat too if you want me to send you this video. And I did find a videographer that can do like a bio video, but her bio video is so good. And I was like, man, this video guy could make so much money if he could connect with all these agents, because it's so good. So I found one locally, like I think they were at a chamber mixer. So I think he would be really good. But so you could put that in your Google profile. This one was a little long, but you could, put a little segment of it. So I think video is always good, right? All of our coaches are telling us to do more video. So I know some of you don't like it, but you just have to get over it. So the video could be, let me see, sorry, I am reading notes a little bit. So we just want to show customers what to expect when they arrive. So you might, like, if you can put a picture of your office building, like that's just helpful, right? If there's a landmark or something, it just is helpful. So it's kind of like my aunt. I remember when she told us, she's passed away now, but when she was telling us how to get to our house, she was like, you're going to see Taco Bell and you're going to turn left at the Taco Bell. So people just like to give directions sometimes in that way. But if it's a map, that's pretty simple. Just have it tell you where to go. Have Siri tell you where to go. So like I said, add an exterior picture of your office. That's helpful. It can help people find your location easy. Let's see. So keep your Google My Business listing fresh. If you decorate your office for a holiday or have a promotion or an event, post a new photo or video to keep your content fresh in your Google My Business listing. I know that like some of you do videos of your listings, like you could post that in Google on their profile just to keep it active and it's not stale. It's like you don't want to set it and forget it. Like this is as much of a social platform as Facebook or Instagram. Like you need to show that you're actively doing stuff. So if you're involved in a community activity, a toy drive, Ben, you do your CVAR meetings, like all of that stuff is something you could post on Google, your Google My Business, and it helps just keep things active. And that's really what the platform wants to see. Part of a complete profile is to provide a brief description about your business. Add 750 or fewer character descriptions that tell about your business, how it's unique, and what you have to offer. If you have any special designations or anything like that, keep in mind that Google will display like just the top few lines of it. So if there's something like you are really niche on something, like you're going to want to put that in the first 250 words. And then after every transaction and send your customers an email thanking them for their business and ask for a little help. Explain that a quick review on Google will help, the others find you. Provide them with the link for the Google review and that is found inside your account. So something that I have been doing is I am doing it in the middle of the transaction. I'm also doing it at the end if they didn't happen to do it. But like anytime there's a win, I will ask if they will like help me out. I'm trying to build up my Google reviews. And so I will send them a link to the review. And like usually when we get the clear to close, because when you're at the clear to close, it's very exciting. And sometimes things kind of trip up from that process, that clear to close to get them signed. Just sometimes like the title company might drop the ball or, just things just happen. So anytime you have a win, ask for a Google review because they're just excited, right? I've even had clients that I didn't even do their loan, but I helped them I helped answer a question for them on not a loan they were doing, but just that they were thinking about. And this one guy, he was like so thankful that I helped him, and he just was so nice. I'm like, will you do me a favor and just leave me a Google review? And he totally did it, even though like I haven't finished a loan for him, but it was just like a positive, like Liz is there for you if you have any questions, that kind of thing. So they make a huge difference. So ask all the time. And remember that the more reviews you get and the more current your reviews are, the more Google is likely to push your search ranking higher when people are searching for like real estate agents in your area. And an extra perk, Google notifies you every time someone completes a review on your Google My Business listing. So you need to make sure and respond to those reviews. So your customers and potential customers can send you text messages from your Google business page. This is a great way to connect directly with people too. Like I said, we want to keep it easy. To get started in messaging, you log into your business dashboard and then click on messaging and then just enable it. Once you have messaging enabled, you can set up auto reply, like an auto reply feature, and add a welcome message. And remember, you can't do this until you verified your account. So verify your account first. Okay, so anyone know what the Google 3-pack is? You heard of that? Google 3-pack? So the Google 3-pack is the method Google uses to display the top 3 local searches. That's where you want to be. You want to be in the top 3. So see the search term at the top of the search bar. Imagine people searching for real estate agents in Tracy, California. At the top are the paid ads. They get put in first, right? They're paying for it. But right in the middle is the Google 3-pack. So in Google's search engine results, the Google 3-pack or local pack, as it's called, is a prominent local map listed that presents to consumers the 3 businesses Google considers most relevant and are the highest quality. So that's where you want to be. It provides an at-a-glance snapshot of your business in a busy world where people make decisions based on whether they can find your business and what others are saying about you. So this is where we want to be. This is why we're trying to get reviews. This is why you're posting pictures of your events and your open houses and all of the things so that when people search, you pop up. And then remember, when users are on mobile, they can just click that little blue button on the right and it will call you directly. So that's what we want. And then the blue button at the bottom of the 3-pack, that's an option for users to click and see more search results. But they call it no man's land because nobody really clicks on there. Like the top 3, that is the goal. It's where we want to be. So, how do we get there? First of all, you should know that Google 3-pack results change depending upon where the person conducting the search is located. Businesses that appear on the Google 3-pack it's just very location dependent. In other words, the results change depending upon where the person conducting the search is physically located. It's all about local search. So you can optimize your profile to increase your chances of appearing in the 3-pack. So that's what we want to do. So we'll talk about that. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Is everybody good? Okay. Questions, comments, chime in anytime. Google lists 3 factors that it takes into account in local rankings. So relevance, distance, and prominence. That means that firstly, if you like to be ranked high in local search results, your profile needs to be relevant. So well optimized. You know, this is, if the picture in there is from Christmas from 3 years ago, it's not relevant anymore, right? Google will also look at your website to a degree and evaluate your local focused content from your website. So having a website with local content can help. And your website should be optimized for mobile users. Of course, I'm sure most of yours are in this day and age. As we mentioned above, the Google Local Map 3-pack was created especially for mobile users, actually. So then secondly, your business must be located in close vicinity to the user that does the search. So again, Google wants to deliver the best local experience for the person searching based on where they are at, not like where you're trying to do service necessarily. And then finally, your business should be well known to customers and have high authority. This is why you need to acquire more positive reviews, not just on Google, but on other review sites as well, like, you know, think Zillow or Yelp. So let's take a closer look at how to optimize the Google profile so that you can rank. So your business ranking in local search correlates directly to the completeness and accuracy of your Google My Business listing. This is because Google wants to be able to display as much information about a business to the consumer as possible. The more information you supply Google, the more Google can supply its searchers and the more comfortable it will be in ranking you higher in results. So step 1 is to make sure you complete your profile, add images, get verified, and then start posting some comment or content on there. Next is the reviews. Google reviews add trustworthiness to a business, so Google ranks businesses with high volume of good reviews higher. So according to Bright Local, 88% of consumers read online reviews, and 85% of people trust them just as much as like having a personal recommendation. The average number of stars makes a huge impression on customers. Listings with 5-star reviews earned 69% of the attention of the 3-pack, while 4 stars earned 59% of the attention and 3 stars earned 44% of the attention. Also, the number of reviews is important for consumers' trust. So 83% of consumers read an average of 2 to 10 reviews, but 7% read 11 to 20 reviews, and 6% want feedback that, like, you know, they read more than 20 reviews. So if you have less than 11 online reviews, you're missing out on like a big, maybe not huge, but you are still missing out on 13% of the buying population. So, you know, get as many as you can, and that's the goal. So here's a pro tip. Once you start receiving reviews, you want to make sure and reply to your reviews. It's just like on social media. If somebody makes a comment on your post, you want to reply to it, right? Not just like it or heart it or whatever. Like, you want to reply to it. That's really important. Let's see. So another way to rank higher on Google Maps is to embed a Google map on your website. So most businesses place a map on the contact page of their site. embedding a Google map is just another way to tell Google that where your business is located, using the same address as your Google My Business listing. So to embed a Google map on your website, first set up your Google My Business account. Once you've got the setup, search for your business name in Google Maps, click on share and select to embed the map on your site. So then copy and paste that HTML onto your business contact page. I mean, I don't know how to do that, but maybe you do. And if you don't, obviously you can hire somebody to help where to put that. But I'll say it again because it's that important. Build a strong presence on social media and gather online reviews on other review sites, Zillow, Realtor, Facebook, Yelp, to establish yourself as a local business with loyal followers. So I'll give you some ideas on ways to get some Google reviews. So there's this agent, Dustin Garrett at Team One Group Real Estate. He's in Idaho. They have 114 Google reviews, which is crazy and awesome. And then they also have photos. You could create a monthly or quarterly review contest, send a video email. I don't know if you guys have BombBomb or anything like that, but send a video email to past clients and give links to, Google, Zillow, Facebook, anywhere that you want them to leave a review, and then maybe put them in a quarterly drawing for a $50 gift card to a local business if they'll give you a review on all of the sites. So that's something he's been doing. So what else does Dustin Garrett have on his profile? He has his events. So this shows Google you're active, and it gives you some Google juice. So see, his event is sourced from Facebook. So he's connecting, all of his things are connecting. It's like a big web. And he's linked his Christmas event from his Facebook page to his Google My Business page. This helps him in the search results because he's hitting all of the things. So he's got relevance, he has relevant content, distance, he's obviously local, and then prominence, he's got, over 100 reviews. So that is helping him get boosted on that 3-pack. So how do you know if what you're doing is even working? The nice thing is, other social media business accounts, Google has an insight where they have Google Insights where you can check often to see how your profile is being viewed. Google My Business Insights focuses on how customers find your listings in search and on maps, and then, what they do after they find you. So here's a example of the screen of it. So Google My Business Insights, the platform's built-in analytical tool, shows you how people search for and interact with your business page, giving you the information you can use to customize your profile to reach your ideal client. You can think of Google My Business Insights as your window on your local search. It contains information referring to your local search performance, such as the number of reviews your listings have received, how many users find you, and then what type of interaction they have with your listings, such as clicking through to your website or if they call you directly, that kind of thing. So then here's a snapshot of Dustin Garrett's analytics. So this is over the past 28 days. So you can see how his Google My Business listing is coming up in both search views and map views. So maps are interesting because people are increasingly using Google Maps to search for local businesses near them. So it's just interesting to see, that it's working, that it's optimizing it, that they're not just going on a Safari or a web browser and Googling, but that they're using the maps. So accessing insights is quick and easy. Simply
I have a question.
Sure. Yeah. Who's talking?
Sorry about that. So looking at those stats, the contacts, do you have an idea what that resulted in? Actual calls or actual business? Have any information on that?
Oh, no, I I don't have like conversion numbers, but yeah, I can see where that's a really good question. I'm not sure. It would be an interesting thing to track on your own CRM, I think, of keeping track of like how many of those calls, like where did you hear about us kind of a thing, and then recording that in your own CRM to see where that how that's converting. That's a good question.
Okay.
Oh, was this Demos? Was that who asked that?
Yeah.
Demos?
Demos.
Yeah. Nice to see you again, sir.
I see you too. Finally made it.
I know, that's awesome. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Um, let's see. Okay, so here's a great place to go for more help and direction. It's the community just for Google My Business, so it's powered by Google. So Demos, you could probably ask that question on this section just to, maybe other people have some insight on how they handle that, like how they track that conversion. So yay, that's it. Now you know how to be amazing at Google My Business.